Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will present the result of the discussion I have conducted. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maftukhah and I'm from MJ102. And in this opportunity, I will presentation our discussion. So, English decisions with Miss Tia. I will show you the video of discussions.
Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Good evening, Ms. Tia. Good evening to Mrs. Tuka. Okay. Today I will begin the interview on the topic we will discuss later with my senior from high school. She is someone who is very interested in English and a graduate of a prestigious university in Indonesia, Brawijaya University. Good evening, Mrs. Tia. Good evening. What can I help? Yes. Our title of discussion today is Discussion on English Learning and Development of Foreign Language in Indonesia. In my insight on this topic is I see significant progress in English learning in Indonesia. Today, English is taught from an early age, even in some kindergartens. Additionally, with technological advancement, students have easy access to learn research such as apps, online courses, and educational videos. However, the challenge is making learning more effective and tailored to students' needs. That's very interesting. And what are some challenges that students face when learning English in Indonesia? One major challenge is the lack of speaking practice in daily life. Many students understand grammar and vocabulary, but they feel shy or afraid to speak. Another issue is that not all schools have teachers who are truly proficient in English. However, motivation is also a factor, and some students find English difficult or don't see its relevance to their daily life. That's a great point. Then, how do you see the role of technology in improving English learning? Technology plays a huge role, I think, because platforms like Duolingo, BBC Learning English, and YouTube make learning more interactive and fun. And AI-powered chatbots also help students practice conversation on their own. Teachers can use digital tools to make lessons more engaging, such as incorporating movies, songs, or educational games. It's very insightful. Besides English, how do you see the development of another foreign language in Indonesia, such like Korean, Japanese, or Mandarin? The growth of foreign language is learning in Indonesia is quite rapid, especially for Mandarin and Korean. Mandarin is becoming more popular due to Indonesia's strong economic ties with China. Meanwhile, Korean culture through K-pop and dramas has inspired many young Indonesians to learn the language. Japanese remains a popular choice, particularly among those interested in Japanese culture or job opportunities in Japan. That's very true. Especially for me, I'm also learning Korean, and right now there are so many ways to learn through social media. Now, many young people these days really enjoy Korean dramas, which make it easy for learning to speak
for learners to speak Korean in their daily life. It seems that awareness of the importance of Korean language is increasing in Indonesia. As we wrap up, what advice would you give to those who want to learn English or other foreign language in the future?
My advice is maybe don't be afraid to try and practice because language is a skill that needs to be used and not just studied theoretically, but listen to the songs, watch movies without subtitles, speak with friends, or even write a journal in a foreign language. It can be help you to learn for another language, right? Uh, don't be afraid of making mistakes because mistakes help us learn. And most importantly, make learning fun for you. Like yeah.
Thank you so much, Sophia, for your time and all of the insight. Okay, now I will present the uh, discussions in this PPT. First is, it is a global language primarily spoken in countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and many others. It is part of the Germanic language family and has become one of the most widely used languages for international communication, business, science, technology, and education. English has a rich vocabulary and grammar system, influenced by various languages like Latin, French, and German. It's often considered a lingua franca, means it serves as a common language for speakers of different native language. English lessons typically focus on developing skill in reading, writing, and listening and speaking. Students learn grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation, which help them understand and use the language effectively. Listen often involves practicing sentence structure, improving communication skill, and learning about different tense and language rules. The goal is to make students more confident and fluent in expressing themselves in English, both in everyday situation and in the formal setting. This is the discussion result. One is the significant progress in English learning in Indonesia. English is taught from an early age, even in some kindergartens. Additionally, with technological advancement, students have easy access to learn research such as apps, online courses, and education videos. However, the challenge is making learning more effective and tailored to student needs. Number two is one major challenge in the lack of speaking practice in daily life. Many students understand grammar and vocabulary, but they feel shy or afraid to speak. Another issue is that not all schools have teachers who are truly proficient in English. Motivation is also a factor. Some students find English difficult or don't see its relevance to their daily lives. Technology plays a huge role. Platforms like Duolingo, BBC Learning English, and YouTube make learning more interactive and fun. AI-powered chatbots also have students practicing conversation on their own. Teachers can use digital tools to make listening more engaging, such as incorporating movies, songs, or educational games. The growth of foreign language learning in Indonesia is quite rapid, especially for Mandarin and Korea. Mandarin is becoming more popular due to Indonesia's strong economic ties with China. Meanwhile, Korean culture through K-pop and dramas has inspired many young Indonesians to learn the language. Japanese remains a popular choice, particularly among those interested in Japanese culture or job opportunities in Japan. And the last one is there are so many ways to learn through social media. Many young people these days really enjoy K-pop and dramas, which means it makes easy to learners to speak Korean in their daily life. Lesson for the day is don't be afraid to try and practice. Language is a skill that you need to be used, not just studies theoretically. Listen to song, watch a move without subtitle, speak with friends, or even write a journal in a foreign language. Don't be afraid of making mistakes because mistakes help us learn. Mostly important, make learning fun. And then the last one is my opinion about this discussion is English is very important and should be learned as early as possible. With the continuous advancement of time and the rapid development of technology, we must broaden our knowledge as much as possible to grow. English serves as a foundation and a pathway that can have a significant impact on both students and workers. Learning a foreign language is highly necessary in this global area, as there are many benefits to be gained. And the end conclusions. The conclusion highlights the growing importance of English and other foreign language in Indonesia. Ms. Dia notes significant progress in English learning aided by early education and technological advancement. However, challenge such a limited speaking practice, teacher proficiency, and student motivation remain. Technology plays a crucial role in making learning interactive and accessible through apps, online courses, and AI tools. Additionally, interest in language like Mandarin, Korean, Japanese is increasing due to economic ties and cultural influencer. To learn effectively, Mrs. Tia advised consistent practice, embracing mistakes, and making learning enjoyable. So, is all of my presentations. I'm sorry for my bad English, and so see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.